Volume profile is an indicator that shows you amount of volume traded at specific price points, and it gives you a point of control, being the heaviest traded volume price point, and a high and low range for the highest concentration of volume. It's a very useful indicator, but as you may be able to tell, it makes your charts look very ugly. It makes it difficult to use with further analysis, the way it's all aligned and all these bars and this, that, and the other, right? So I decided to create a better volume profile indicator, and what this is doing is it's just overlapping that point of control and the high and low of your volume concentration so that you can now use this indicator with further analysis. I'm going to give it to you in this video. We're going to talk about ways you can use it in your trading. Hit the like button and let's jump into it. A share link for this indicator, as well as every other custom indicator I have ever created, is available on my website, daytradingstrategies.net. Link at the top of the description down below. By default, the indicator calculates all the volume per price that is showing on your chart. So right now we are looking at a daily chart over the last 1 year. So all of the last year daily chart data is being pulled and calculated, and that's what's showing your point of control, high point, and low point. But you can change that very easily from this custom indicator. If you come into the cog, you can see right now it's set to chart, but we're looking at the daily. So say we want to see the volume profile over the last week. If I change it to weekly, hit apply, you will notice it now is only showing you the volume profile from the last week. That's a little small, not giving us enough information perhaps. Let's look at month. We can look now over the last month and see, wow, SPY is trading well above even its highest point of where most of the volume has been gathered, right? So you can look at this and say, maybe over the last month, it is now really stretched. It's trading way too high. Potentially it's ready for a pullback. And that's one of the ways you can use this indicator to trade. This is not a strategy video. I have not built nor tested any strategies specifically around this indicator yet. Maybe we'll get to that now that I have the indicator later on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed if you'd like to see that. Good shield, Trey. But that's one way you could potentially use this, right? If you're a reversal trader and you load up the monthly volume profile and you see, wow, SPY is really stretched. If I switch to NVIDIA, well, NVIDIA, funnily enough, is not as stretched. Let's talk about what that means. You would go, Trey, I even switched to NVIDIA because I thought it was going to be very stretched. You look at this and you go, well, Trey, why is this not stretched? This means that NVIDIA is still trading very high volume up here, right? Look at the volume NVIDIA is still trading at these highs. That's why your high volume point is still up there amongst it. If we flip back to SPY, you may notice that there is less volume over the last month traded up at these highs than there was. Look at all the volume here, all the volume here in the gatherings at lower prices, right? Look at sort of this volume drop here over the last month on SPY. You can start to see some volume divergence on the chart, right? Whereas not the same for NVIDIA. So maybe you come into NVIDIA and you go, this is more even, right? And you go, okay, maybe this actually, funnily enough, isn't as stretched as SPY is. Maybe it's not time for a reversal. Or other way around, say you're a strength trader, say you're a strength continuation trader. Hey, this thing is, let's go back to SPY. This thing is above its volume profile. You could have looked at it here. Of course, the volume profile would have been slightly different because, of course, this is going to move with whatever the volume is. This is more of a end of the day analysis type tool, right? Not so much intraday or intra bar, should I say, because you could go down to a smaller time frame. We'll do that in a second. But you could see it breaking out of the top of its volume profile and go, okay, this looks like a long for big continuation. Once again, I'm not telling you how to use this to trade, but look at the multitude of different ways already you could take this indicator and make use of it for your trading strategies. Before we begin wrapping up the video, I do want to jump down to a smaller time frame. A beauty of Thinkorswim is that this custom study will automatically run against any time frame you set it to. So if I go to 5 minutes, it is immediately now pulling the data into the 5-minute chart, the volume profile numbers over the last month. Right now, if we we go down to a smaller time frame, we may want to look at a smaller time per profile. Let's look at the daily time per profile on the 5-minute. This is what the 5-minute chart looked like on Friday, right? On the last trading day. As I'm making this video, you could have been watching this and you could have, I mean, look at how it chopped. When this thing broke above its volume profile here, potentially, once again, please, I'm not telling you how to trade, but potentially this thing breaks out of its volume profile. You go, okay, I'm going to start entering short up here and I'm going to cover my profits at the point of control, at where the most volume is traded. You could start to see immediately, let's jump down to the 1 minute. Let's just see if there's other ways you can use this. I mean, it looks very similar here. When it got below the volume point of control, start buying, add, sell at your point of control. When it gets above your upper band here, start shorting, cover at, short again, whatever here, cover at the point of control. Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. And maybe it won't look this pretty in real time, but you can start to get an idea of how useful this indicator can be. So hopefully you use it. Hopefully you find value out of this. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you would like to download this code, daytradingstrategies.net, link in the description down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel as I'm providing free content like this for you all the time. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and sign out of this video, but I'm going to link you to another Thinkorswim indicator video next. So check that out.
Trading stocks. He talks about trading stocks. It's important for you Americans and other international individuals to learn about stocks.